Hi everyone, my name is Linda Beamer. I've been asked to do a testimonial for Dr. David for his QHHT, which is Quantum Healing Hypnosis Technique, and I experienced him in that several weeks ago. So here's my story with it. When I was first referred to Dr. David, and I've known him for a number of years, I was hopeless about a devastating war injury not healing, and I was feeling pretty hopeless about the whole thing. Now, I know about healing because I wanted to heal, and I wasn't given that chance to start doing things for it when it happened. So at the time that I was referred to Dr. David, I was also told that he is a healer. Boy, I tell you what, that word alone just made me feel like something could come back to me, could return to me, that I once knew about my body and my back that I hadn't felt in a really long time. So in the years that I have known Dr. David, I have known him to be caring, exceptional in what he does as a chiropractor, and knowledgeable. And his knowledge over the years he has developed and evolved in an understanding that we as human beings do have the potential, the capabilities even, to heal. And in that same amount of time, I also started my own journey with learning about those capabilities and learning about our natural ability to heal. So when Dr. David approached me about doing QHHT, Quantum Healing Hypnosis, and explained to me the basis of it, I was ready, just as I was ready when I knew that he was a healer to come on board. So the process of and the experience of QHHT is very loving. It's very gentle. The first part of it was an intake, which basically you get to tell your life story. He asks questions and you get to tell your life story. It was a wonderful opportunity to be present with all of the things in my life story that I may not have been present with, consciously, anytime soon. There were just bits and pieces. So that was the first part of it, was the intake, and it was really, really, really good to be, reminded of, my life story. In the second part of it, the actual consciousness hypnosis, or hypnosis consciousness, I was laying there on the bed, and what came to me, which was really interesting and really neat, was all of a sudden I felt this consciousness, this loving consciousness, no judgment, no recrimination, no ridicule, but this loving consciousness present with me in all of my life events. Now, that's significant because in all of those life events, and I'm, in addition to the back injury, there was breast cancer, there was a gut issue, a lot of emotional trauma with a lot of that. The last thing I could do was be present with it in a way that I wanted to be present with it. Usually we're saying stuff like my life would be better, if I hadn't had that happen, or if that person were this way or that way, or if I hadn't met that person, or if they had turned out to be different. We're always, trying to explain things away and trying to, make it different, and thinking that if we could make it different, as in having not happened, it would make us better. We would be a better person for that. So here I was laying in this wonderful energy, in this consciousness, state of consciousness, where I could be present with that in this loving consciousness. It was so peaceful, it was calm, it was really just wonderful. So I'm laying there, and then, and as things are going along, one of the concerns I had asked David about, that I was interested in asking this consciousness, this loving consciousness, which is a part of myself, I learned from this, was I felt like I was stuck. I felt like for some reason there was this block going on with me where I couldn't share the gifts and the messages that I had learned from my experiences with others. There was just something there that I couldn't get past for myself. So one of the things that he asked me toward the end was, what does Linda need in order to move past this block where she feels like she can't share her gift and her message from these experiences in her life with others to help them? Because that's what she wants to do. I'm a certified spiritual life coach. I love to write. I love to visit with people. I love to help them in whatever way that I can. And the answer to that, even before that voice spoke through me, I was laying there and I chuckled. And it was because it was kind of funny what they said, because their answer was, when she can feel the love. And that was really significant, because in our lives, when those things are going down, we feel everything but love. We feel the anger, we feel the pain, we feel the injury and the wound, we feel the horribleness of it. But there's nowhere that we feel that there's love present. So when that came, I knew that what I had felt earlier in that peace and calm was that there was love present in those events. And here they were saying to me, when she feels the love. So I just put my hand to my heart and I said, okay, I'm ready. And I welcomed it. So if any of this resonates with you, as far as we have another person, we have a whole nother part of our being waiting for us, that is with us, waiting for us to show up, waiting for us to say yes and to let it come through us. And so if any of this resonates with you and you want to explore that other part of you, that's a part of you that's waiting for you, then yes, by all means, do this. Call Dr. David, because he's wonderful. I don't know who else might do it, but call Dr. David, give him a call, because he's a really wonderful facilitator of QHHT, and I had a really wonderful experience with this, and I'm glad I did it.